It all began 3.5 million years ago with two people and a rock. It involved a game of catch that is still widely known as a favorite of people today. To find the first recordings of board games in ancient history, you have to go back to ancient Egypt 5,000 years ago to a game called Senet. It involved two players who raced to try to get their pieces to the end of the board first. The winner was declared as the person who had all their pieces off the board. No written instructions have survived with this game, but we do know through hieroglyphics approximately how the game was played. The next evidence of board games comes from Mesopotamia. In 2500 BC, they played backgammon, which is still played today and very popular in the Middle East. In the tomb of Beni Hassan, archaeologists found that in ancient Egypt, as far back as 1850 BC, there were more activities found. These activities included wrestling and a game called Skittles, which is similar to that of bowling. On this painting of hieroglyphics, it shows other Egyptian activities, such as juggling, fishing, and possibly interpretive dancing. The first known Greek competition is the 200-meter race, but the discus, javelin, long jump, boxing, wrestling, chariot races, and pentathlon were soon added to the Olympic schedule. The Greeks are very well known for their competitive attitude. They even had races on solemn occasions such as funerals. The first Olympics were held in 776 BC at Olympia, and they were held every 4 years after that. The most intriguing event of the Olympics, the marathon, has great history. It all started when the Persians landed at Marathon. The Athens sent a runner named Philippides to Spartans to get help. He then ran 190 miles to Spartan, and then the 190 miles back to Marathon to tell them that the Spartans would not be able to make it. The statue shown is one of Philippides on the route in which he took. The marathon is now one of the most celebrated competitions in the world, with 50,000 runners running the New York City Marathon annually, and an event called the World Marathon Majors, which includes 5 marathons from all around the world and the best athletes competing. The stadium shown here is one that the Athens would use for chariot racing. It involved long straightaways and very tight corners, which usually ended in crashes for the chariot racers. These photos show how the stadium has changed from the first Olympics in 1896 to the 2004 Athens Games. This ancient stadium is actually one used in the ancient Olympics. Today, Olympic stadiums are very massive and usually involve many different buildings and stadiums surrounded over an Olympic village. A similar trend that has lasted from the ancient Olympics to the modern day is one of the olive wreath that the winner receives of an Olympic event. Another sport well known in ancient Greece is polo. Now, polo first originated in Persia, but is most well known as its playing in Greece. Polo is still a very common sport in Europe today, and involves men riding a horse trying to hit a ball into a net. Field hockey again is a very common sport now, played by men and women on a grass court where the object is to hit the ball into the net, similar to ice hockey, except no ice. There is also paintings in ancient Greece that show men holding sticks that seem to resemble that of field hockey sticks. The Romans were very well known for their sports and activities. One of their favorites was chariot racing. As in Greece, it involved a stadium with long straightaways and short corners. One of the most famous stadiums is Circus Maximus. There are many paintings like this one on the pot that depict chariot racing as a man riding a chariot being towed along by 4 horses. Chariot racing could be compared to horse racing today, as it involves racing on an oval-shaped track. Another popular sport of the Roman era is gladiators. Gladiators were generally slaves taken in by the Roman Empire, and they were forced to fight in Colosseum until the death. The Romans found this very entertaining and started to introduce a thing called bread and circuses. The Colosseum still stands today and is one of the most famous man-made structures of the ancient world.
The Olympic 100-meter final.
One of ancient Rome's most popular sports is wrestling. Now, like Greece and Egypt, wrestling in Rome was a very brutal sport, and generally the wrestlers fought to the death.
They get away first time. Powell has got a very good start, so did Dix alongside them, but here comes Usain Bolt. Usain Bolt streaking away from the field. It's going to be gold for Jamaica. That is superb. It's a new world record.
He can't do this from this space. Michael Phelps is coming back in 5. Is he going to get the touch? No, he's not. Oh, no. He's got it. Oh, he's got it. Oh, Michael Phelps.
Tight.
Oh, he's tired.